From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Set. Line, go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Here we go, 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. He's hit just before he can pick up that first, so 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The Titans in the nickel for 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. To the house, touchdown LA! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go. Ready.
Ward taken right to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Go! Crack all 80.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. Shoots away from one. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Titans have a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Come on.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Ready, go.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Cowboy, Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Ready.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready. Panther 6.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. It's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up their opening drive. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right? Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Herbert from the gun. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
That's complete to Johnston, out right. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Herbert now to throw on third. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Set.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Dump off to his fullback. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Home trips right. Set.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
It's Herbert once more. Johnston brings it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert back to throw. Into the hands of Ganson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Warriors 72. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Hey, what's the back on this play? What's the back on this play?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught by his back here, it's Pollard. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans have a 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Again, Ward going to the air. Completed to Pollard. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Throwing now, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Kappa.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's Herbert. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And now they face second down. Now what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Wow.
21.
Herbert to throw once more. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
One last play before the break.
Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to try another deep one here. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. We're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready, set.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Now a toss. It's Pollard. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. 68. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Running motion headed right. Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. McConkey's got it again. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And it sets up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Go.
Shotgun give to Hampton. He is down to the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Capital.
Again, it's Hampton. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Set.
Herbert now. He brings it in. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
Lion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. All lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And you just get the play off. This one's taken in by Kylan Granson. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. So first down from the 41.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They give to Pollard from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ready?
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go, 70, Simba. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward now. Downfield to DK. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now trail by just a point in the 4th.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Go.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. Down the left sideline he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Clock by his back here. It's Pollard. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready?
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Go. Ready?
Right in the inside handoff to Pollard. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Back. Go.
To the air with Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Get it. Ready, ready.
Here's Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Okay, ready?
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
Pollard trying to punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. And goes to the hurry up here. Here's another 4-out. And this time he makes it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now trail by just a point in the 4th. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set. Don't, stop.
Man in motion here. Herbert on 1st down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Set. 380. Hey, go lion.
Back to the air, Herbert. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Set. Crowd right. 380. Go.
Back to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Chargers in range for a game-winning score. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Set. 21.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, Herbert. Caught near the goal line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans cut it to a point late in this one. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Oh, look at this. The kick is blocked. Oh, defender up to the He finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points.
That more than takes the wind out of the sails. That just about rips the sails and burns down the ships altogether. But we'll see how good a motivator this coach is now. That special teams coach got his work cut out for him, because the only shot now is to go get that onside kick.
Joey Slye to kick off for Tennessee.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Lion.
They're going to pass it here. Complete here to Hampton. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
380. Delta. Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 3 now.
Set. 380. Set.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's got the Charger 1st down. And that should be all she wrote in this one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Set. 380.
Here he is to throw. He just keeps fighting McConkey. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. We go with a design keeper. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Nashville.